when it comes to advice for developers who want to do better at design, they want to take design more seriously in their app, what would you say is your single most important change they could make to improve their designs?
A single most important
Just number
change?
one. You get one choice here. No cheating.
Uh, yeah, typography would be the single most important thing that they need to learn. You know, just don't take too many risk, but also take risk, right? Like there's a fine balance between not taking risk and taking risk. Some developers they make the jump too high from one point to another, and in life, whenever you learn something new, the jump should not be too much. You should always focus on few key things that you can do, such as typography. Colors, it's not very hard. You know, black and white. Keep doing that. That's fine. You can use a little bit of opacity on your text, especially if it's black. 80% opacity is great, so that you have a bit of visual hierarchy. Focus on the content. Content is always king. Content is what dictates the design. So that's why like a picture UI is very different from a camera UI or very different from a social network UI. That's because the content is what dictates the UI and interactions as a result. Yeah, don't try the hamburger menu. Like you know, go with a tab bar. I will always choose tab bar over hamburger menu anytime. Yeah, you know, one thing I would say is that there are resources out there that really helps you. So for example, refactoring UI is really great for developers because it allows them to look at some of the popular cases for which you have a certain UI, and then how can we improve that based on those action points. And I think the idea of redesigning something is very powerful for learning. So what I would say is, as an exercise, take your app design and try to improve it using all of those action points. And you know, like try to not learn too much, but just enough so that you, for example, I'm going to give you an example. The iOS guidelines is something that I would try to learn, especially pertaining to visual design. There's a tab called visual design. It's not very long, but if you can take like 30 minutes reading that, it's going to help you tremendously for sure. And that's also exactly what I'm going to try to do in my course, is to practice, right? Like it's one thing for me to say to you, okay, these are the things that you're going to do. You're probably not going to do it after the stream anyways, but what I want to do is to sort of like, you know, create a course for developers. And I'm actually someone who's sort of like evolved over time based on that concept of like, get just enough to be dangerous. Learn just enough code to be dangerous. Learn just enough visual design to be dangerous. Just enough web, just enough Flutter, just enough React Native. And to have a really good opinion of all of those things. I'm that kind of person. And some people are like that. Some people are more specialized. Some people are generalists. Some people are, you know, really into one single platform. I'm definitely more towards a generalist. But that being said, I have to be good at one thing. Otherwise, nobody's going to listen to me. So I did start as a designer. And I'm sure you start as a developer, if I'm not wrong. Be really good at one thing and then expand. But the second thing that you expand to, don't learn everything at once. Otherwise, you're going to lose motivation. So that's what I want to focus on in my course, is basically to teach you just enough about typography, colors, spacing, design transformation, iterations, animations, all of those things. Just enough. Don't get bored. Have fun. And, you know, create something that you're really passionate about.
So it's learn some things, but not too much. take some risks, but not too many risks, but ultimately be dangerous.
Yeah.